Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, the Namibia president, Dr. Hage Geingob, died, and Ruto'S sent his message of condolence. That message backfired as far as Kenya's reaction was concerned. There was some wishes that Kenyans had for William Ruto. Some had different prayers. We shared their views on this punchline. But above all, there is also a lesson as far as the majority of democracy in Namibia is concerned that Kenyans can learn from. So after the death of the president, now the vice president had to take over. So his vice president, Nagolo Mbumba, took over as the new president. He took an oath of office, and after that, he shocked the world, Africa, in fact, Africa and the world at large. After he confirmed that he will not be available on ballot for the next election, which is slated on November this year. That means he is going to serve for the remainder of Dr. Geingob term or time in office. So kuanzia saizi yeye ni president kufika November, after election he will be handing over power to the new elected president. Now, this man was serving as the vice president. Now he's the president, but he will not be available on ballot. The election is this year. That means the campaign is on in that country. Just look at that.
He will not be running in November. In fact, he says his dream as a child was to be a school principal, and he's already achieved that. He doesn't want anything more. Watch.
So help me. I have to thank the Namibian people for the honor they have bestowed on me to be their president for a short period of time. I'm not going to be around for the elections, so don't panic. You are telling yourself already stories. I will be serving you for the remainder of Dr. Geingob's term of office.
Now, with this move, we want to try and compare with what normally happened here in Kenya. It's a comparison. Namibia versus Kenya. Vice president there, then the former vice president that we have had, and the current one. But before we go deep into that, just a quick request. For those who are watching and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Now, just imagine that this was happening here in Kenya. And in this context, let us try to use two examples. Number one, the immediate former president Uhuru Kenyatta. Number two, the current vice or deputy president Rigathi Gachagua. Or Ruto'S deputy president. So imagine Uhuru is not in power and Ruto is taking over to finish his term, and he comes out and issues such kind of statement. Can it happen here in Kenya? Ruto can never. Ingekuwa labda Uhuru ako in a situation whereby he cannot continue to serve, maybe sound mambo ingine. God forbid. That now Ruto is the president, but not through the ballot because someone is not in a position to work. Can he say or repeat the same words that the new Namibian president, Nagolo Mbumba, has said? Can Ruto repeat such words if he had in such position? The answer is a big no. I'm asking a question. Now we have seen the kind of wishes Kenyans were giving to Ruto. Imagine Ruto is not in a position to serve. Labda ni mgonjwa, God forbid that he cannot serve. And now we have Gachagua to take over from William Ruto. Can Gachagua repeat the same word that the new Namibian president has just said now? Can he say that? The answer is no, a big no. Gachagua cannot. He will be thinking on being on ballot, win either in the right way or through shortcut to serve a full term. The same thing Ruto will do. And this tells you the problem we have here in Kenya. This is how we are failing when someone is serving as a vice president. I am sure that the Namibia president, who was the vice president, did not have any interest to become the president at the time when he was serving as the vice president. If he had whatever he said in this video, he would have not said so. He would keep quiet, then come later and show his interest in that ballot to serve for a full term. So we fail here in Kenya because once someone is the president, you are the vice president. The only thing someone would think of is on how to take over power from that president. Inawezafika hata kwa kiwango ya kutaka kuua mwenzako so that you take over that power. Inafika hapo. When Uhuru was serving as the president, the whole goal that Ruto was having in his mind was not to serve as his deputy president. His plan was on how to inherit leadership from Uhuru Kenyatta by every means. If you have such kind of a person in office, he cannot help you to govern the country because his plan is to take over power from you. So he will strategize and work on that, but not be in office to make sure that you are realizing your agenda by delivering to the people. So we can see Namibia has maturity in their democracy. I think even in development-wise, they can grow because there is no contentious there in terms of competing interests between the president and the vice president. But here in Kenya, we have serious competing interest between the office of the president and the vice president or the deputy president. And you can see how Ruto took over power. He was busy campaigning but not working to help Uhuru Kenyatta to realize his agenda. He alikuwa busy in campaign. You see? So democracy in Kenya is a problem. Hata kama Ruto alikuwa ndio na nia na mipango ya kuwa president, alikuwa na ndoto ya aina hiyo. He had such a vision. The best thing to do, I think, is to borrow a leaf from the US president, who was former Obama's vice president, Joe Biden. Joe Biden served, he took a back step, he allowed Obama to come up with another strategy to help Clinton, who failed later. But in fulfillment of time, Joe Biden came, he emerged. He's now the president. It means he wasn't disrupting Obama when he was serving as the president. He was not, planning on how to take over from him, but instead help him to govern the country. That's why they succeeded in a huge way. That's why people are still admiring to have Obama to continuously serve them as the president. Lakini sheria na katiba ya US haiko inaruhusu mambo kama haya. Look at Gachagua as we're speaking now. There is a serious fight in UDA. And to understand this, always listen to Nyeri Governor Mutahi Kahiga. His position and why they have UDA headquarters in Nyeri to represent the Mount Kenya region. You see them getting to Rift Valley, they're saying that tusaidie mheshimiwa William Ruto amaliza term yake alafu tukuja kwa Gachagua. Hiyo inamaanisha Gachagua anaomba Ruto ikiwezekana atoweke leo, yeye achukue uongozi akuwe the next president to serve that term and start a new term. Unaona? Ukiwa na mtu kama huyu kwa ofisi, anakusaidia. Yeye sio msaidizi wako, yeye ni adui wako mkubwa. Mpango mzima ni kwamba ni vipi naweza chukua power from the incumbent president. Unaona? So in fulfillment of time, Ruto will realize, and he is well aware, that Gachagua is not here to help him serve as the president and deliver his promise or agenda to the nation. Gachagua is in office to make sure that he is trying to use every means possible to take over power from William Ruto. You can see the level of our democracy and the maturity. Iko tofauti sana. So Namibia is serving as an example. That it does not necessarily mean that lazima ukuwe president ndio kila kitu. You can serve in that capacity na uende. Hana ile, you know, ile hali ya ofisi, tuseme tu hivyo, that you want everything, lazima akuwe wewe, you should just be the one, that, you know, the greediness, ukuwe tu wewe ndio the president. Hako na hiyo, but he will go in the history that he served as a president, that he showed the maturity of democracy in Namibia, that there will be transparency and, you know, peaceful transfer of power. Wamempea in a peaceful way, and is showing that he's going to transfer power in a peaceful way. Hapa Kenya watu wanaweza uana, mambo ya ajabu. Hizo ndio siasa za Kenya. So there is a message that Kenyans can learn from Namibia, that Ruto's administration can learn from Namibia. But Ruto should know that whatever he did to Uhuru Kenyatta, Gachagua is here to teach him the same lesson. I don't know your views, but let us meet in the comment section to continue with this discussion. Thank you so much, and see you in our next video.